Hi, I hope you all are doing well. My name is Maggie. I'm a PCOS dietitian, and I want to show you what I prepped this week for PCOS. I also have PCOS myself, so I like to make sure that I get enough fiber, protein, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants into my diet to help with that insulin resistance and help also decrease the inflammation. So I like to show you what I've meal prepped just to give you some inspiration and maybe make it seem not as stressful because it doesn't need to be stressful figuring out what to eat for PCOS. Now, I do all this during my weekly meal prep session within my membership, the PCOS meal prep membership, but I wanted to give you an idea of like a variety of foods that we might be making. So the first thing that we made this week is that took a little bit longer. I wanted to show my members ways to add more resistant starch into their diet. So resistant starch is really great because it's starches that are in foods like beans and lentils and whole grains and plantains, and you can build it on carbs like rice or pasta or bread that you cook and then cool down. And this resistant starch resists the digestive process, and it actually moves through your stomach and small intestines into your large intestines. And why that's important is it doesn't affect your blood sugar as much as other carbohydrates. So it resists the digestive process, and it actually becomes food for your gut microbiome. So I wanted to highlight that. And we made some baked plantains, plantains are fantastic sources of resistant starch. And then to eat with it, of course, we made a garlic cilantro dipping sauce. And it's so good. We made them in the oven. You could definitely do an air fryer if you wanted. But this is a great way of adding some new foods into your diet, or maybe foods that you really already enjoy, knowing like how they have a lot of health benefits for managing blood sugar. And then this green sauce, I'm calling it green sauce. It's cilantro, garlic, olive oil, jalapeno, olive oil, there's that, vinegar, super simple, super flavorful, perfect for that. And then a variety of other, ways to use it throughout the week. The other thing we made was my favorite chicken salad. That's 2 ingredients. I utilized rotisserie chicken and some pre-bought tzatziki sauce. Then I just mix that together. So it doesn't look the most attractive in here, but I wanted to show you that you can make these high protein lunches and make it super simple. How I'm going to eat this is just with slices of cucumber. I'm going to kind of use it as like a chip. So this is a really easy high protein lunch to keep on hand. You don't have to do anything. The other thing we did is I like having snacks and breakfasts ready to go because my mornings are busy. I also like to have lunches too, ready to go too. That's where I focus my meal prep on, is usually breakfast, lunch, and snacks, because those are the hardest ones for me to get in between clients, just like running around. So we also made a chia pudding, which I'm a huge fan of. Let me point you guys down so you can see. So this is a chocolate strawberry chia pudding, and I just made a large batch for the week. So I'm just whisking it a little bit. So this is made with chia seeds, obviously, some Greek yogurt, some milk. I use cocoa powder. So this cocoa powder, unsweetened cocoa powder, provides tons of antioxidants and flavonoids, which are antioxidants. All sweetened with a little bit of maple syrup. And what else did we put in here? Some strawberries for more fiber. And it's delicious. So if you like chocolate and strawberries, you're going to love that. My tip around chia puddings, if you think you don't like them because of the texture, try blending them. So try just putting it in a blender, blend it all together, and it's going to break up that chia seed, and then you're not going to have that consistency if you're not a fan. So that's going to be maybe my breakfast, maybe a snack. I'm not really sure. A serving of this chia seed pudding has 14 grams of fiber in it, which is crazy high. That's like half of what you need for the entire day. So something to consider if you're having a hard time reaching your fiber goals is maybe adding one of these chia puddings in your meal plan rotation and see how you do. Okay, so we've got lunch. We got the plantains. That was just kind of like showcase a new recipe. And then we have these banana nut butter tortilla quesadilla wrap kind of situations. I'm not really sure how to explain it, but this is a whole grain tortilla. And what we did is we spread peanut butter on it. Then we layered some bananas and chocolate chips and I sprinkled sunflower seeds and chia seeds, but you could also use hemp seeds inside and then wrapped it up. Now you could eat it like this. You could refrigerate it and eat them for snacks for the week or breakfast for the week. You could throw it in an air fryer and get it warm and toasty and kind of get the chocolate and peanut butter to melt. You could throw it in a skillet and make it warm that way. But these are great to keep on hand for the week or make up the next day. So we made a bunch of those so I can just grab and go in the morning. And I love adding in chia seeds where I can because it adds that extra fiber and omega-3s and also a little bit of crunch from sunflower seeds. So that's what I made this week. It took me about 50 minutes to make everything, but I was also teaching people as well. So I think you could actually make all of this in a lot less time. The thing that took the most was the plantains. And honestly, that was just because I had to smash them and turn them over and throw them in the oven. So I hope this gives you some inspiration and gets you a realistic idea of like what meal planning can look like for PCOS, what foods that you want to combine or add in. I always are telling my clients that it's not about what you take away, it's about what you're adding in. And I don't want you to become overwhelmed with trying to be perfect and try to fix everything at once and change your whole life all at once. It's really about making small, sustainable changes. So pick out one meal or snack and make something this week, prep ahead, even if it just cuts out a few minutes. Because honestly, when you have like a snack ready to go, you're way more likely to eat it. So I hope this gives you inspiration. Let me know if you guys like any of these recipes or want any of these recipes. And also check out my free 5-day PCOS nutrition course. There'll be a link in the description and there's a link in my bio, and I'll pin that as well in the comments. So make sure you like and subscribe for more of my videos, more of my cooking shows, and PCOS nutrition tips. Have a great one. Bye.